Hey yo, what's good? It's your favorite Straw Hat Nico, talking about One Piece episode 804. Here are the key points this time. It was all about Sanji and his flashbacks. We learned why his brothers are the way they are. We see exactly how he got to escape and the struggles he went through that led him to say, hey, he needs to leave and he wants to be a cook. And then it seemed like towards the end, the ship we saw most likely was the barter ray. That's my guts telling me. And boy, oh boy, the feels was oh so real. Then it ended showing us present-day Sanji on the floor getting beat up by his brothers. But if you think about it, in the situation he was in, he couldn't fight back. Because the second he fight back, they would harm Zeph and the barter ray. And the last thing Sanji wants to see happens. He's in the worst predicament possible. No matter what he does, he gonna take an L. Even if he tries to keep calm, they'll keep on provoking him until he breaks. So this is gonna be a tough one for Sanji. The feels are oh so real, but I gotta say worth. It came out pretty nicely considering everything happened to him, and it does make sense now why for the longest time Sanji never mentioned Judge or his entire family. And y'all see now why through the last couple episodes and based on the way he acts. He doesn't want to be a royal, he wants to be a cook. Makes a lot of sense. Also another thing I noted was Toei came through. This time there was no okay, give us a series recap, it shows what happened last episode and dive right in, and we got so much more done. This is what I'm talking about. If Toei can do every episode like this one, we just have, if we're good to go. I appreciate that, but we will see what happens. Episode flowed because before I knew it, it was done. I was saying, wow. It felt like they did 2 chapters, but I know it's not 2 chapters. It may be, but it just felt like, wow, this is what happens when Toei takes away, okay, let me give you the whole recap of the entire series. I get why they did it, but if you're starting on episode 805, just why, bruh? Don't make no sense. And hopefully we get a new opening soon because the current one, I mean, I like looking at it, I like the song, but it'd be like that sometimes. And seeing how everything just made me say, yo, I knew the feels were coming, it's flowing, I was happy, and I understood exactly what Sanji was going through. He was basically always put between a rock and a hard place. He couldn't fight back because he wasn't strong enough. And the thing was, even if he did, it would be 3 versus 1, which isn't a fair fight. And we saw exactly why Rage was always helping, but doing it low key. Because she even knew that, look, they're the top 3 fighters. So even if she somehow beats 1 or 2, there will be 1 more left. And you see the way they fight dirty. Because look, why they go find Sanji if they say they don't care about him? Oh yeah, they beat him up. But why gotta beat him up? Rage said it plain as day, the way they are. They don't have emotions like apathy or empathy based on the way they act. They're just made for war. And that's what they wanted to do, because they were saying in the episode, they just want to be part of the war as well. And I was sitting here like, wait, they're so young. Why do they want to be in this war? Yes, they get their soldiers and their Germa, but y'all like little kids. Y'all don't need to fight nobody. But then again, you train a lot and they do encourage you to be destructive. So it makes a lot of sense if you think about it for a long period of time, for a little bit of time. But regardless, the fun factor was there. I clearly see exactly how Sanji came about. The Sanji we know today is based on his mother and Reiju. His mother was like, look, the food looked nasty, but she still ate it and said it was good. So that inspired him to say he wanted to be a cook because he wanted to see her smile again. So for all we know, the reason why Sanji is a ladies' man is because he's trying to see more women smile, just like his mother smile when he makes food, and he wants to be happy. And if you think about it, who else could he turn to? Every dude he ever knew since he was a child were really nice to him. His father, yes, some of the soldiers were, but if Judge told him to mistreat Sanji, they didn't hesitate, they just did it. So yeah, I get why Sanji always will hit a man quick as a mug. But he's a girl who can't only hit her because he respects women. He doesn't want to do anything to make it so he can't see Zeph again based on his actions. And that's a real low move what they did. Because Zeph's in the picture, even if Sanji ran away, he can't because he'll kill Zeph and that'll make him traumatized. He's already going through trauma because if the last thing you heard from your childhood, from your own father is, don't ever come back, don't even mention I'm your father, it'll bring shame to me. Alright, you can go. Like, bruh. And then the fact that Sanji was crying and Judge is looking like, I see the tears but I don't really care, that was so painful. And I think even if Judge somehow saw Sanji's brothers beating him up, he wouldn't stop it. He would just be like, if you were strong, it wouldn't happen. I totally got that vibe this entire episode. But Rage was a real MVP because no matter what happened, she's still stuck by Sanji's side. And yeah, I get it. She helped this man escape and get his life started. So that makes a lot of sense why he may not like what she did, but I think he understands that in the position Rage was in, if she somehow magically helped Sanji and teamed up with him to fight the three brothers. How would it go down? Rage was strong, Sanji wasn't, so I fully understand Sanji's attitude towards cooking and people now. He doesn't like rude people, and that's the main reason why he can't get on his family, because they're rude by nature, but in their minds they're not really rude. They're just saying how they see things, and they think because they're royalty, it's like their get out of jail card for everything. No matter what they do, they don't do anything wrong based on the way the brothers act. And you thought about it, these soldiers getting beat up by these kids, and they're okay with it. They're cheering, they're happy. And Judge is like, alright kids, you fought some people who are grown men. You know what, come get this hug, my precious children. And I was sitting like, oh, so this is how it works. So this man forced his children to continue his dream and help him take over the East Blue, but he never asked them what they want, what matters to them. Dang, Judge, you cruddy, but this episode truly makes Sanji have one of the best flashbacks out of all the Straw Hats so far. The reason why I say it's because it's so emotional. Yes, everyone been through a struggle in the Straw Hats, but Sanji's struggle was more like, yo, it hit home. No matter what he did, it was never enough. Even if he had the strength to do something, he'd still be outnumbered. And the thing was, he didn't choose this lifestyle, kind of chose him, and he was stuck. He'd been wanting to leave. He learned about the All Blue because of his family, and he learned to cook because of his mother, but every man just hit him just because they could. That's cruddy. And then the sad part was, Judge brought this man back just for a wedding. Didn't even ask him, how you been, son? You feeling good? And the messed up part to me of all of this is, even though Sanji is clearly stronger than he was back then, they still treat him like he's still like that ugly duckling, that weakling of the family, which isn't fair, because we all know if Sanji go all out, he could at least take out Niji and maybe Yonji. I don't know about Ichigo, but he would at least have a chance. But because they keep using his handicap of, oh, you fight us, or you do anything you don't like, we're gonna hurt your favorite person, Zeph, and the barter race. So I'm gonna sit here and take the L he doesn't deserve, but he has no choice. So it's like, look, even if he somehow gets away from all this, he's still screwed. But hey, come here for the next episode. I don't know from you guys. What'd you learn this episode? Are you excited for the next one? My score for this episode, hands down, A-. The feels are real, and I was like, yo, Sanji is a real one. After all that, he could have committed suicide and everything. Or he could have became a jerk, but hey, he came through. So I want to say this time, do your boy a favor, King Kong on the like button, subscribe for more One Piece content, other stuff. Also, share your favorite social media so I expand my fleet one step at a time. Want bad me financially, I got a Patreon, but it's all good in the hood. You want more content? I got a place, other stuff, check it out. ASAP Holds Rocky. I can say so much more, but my crew needs me.